Okay, it is 7:45 in the evening on the 25th of April, and this is my 24-hour movie marathon challenge, which has been laid down before from Ryan Chataway. Chataway87 on YouTube, who's a great YouTuber, makes videos about films and so on. Really cool guy, and he set down this challenge for people to do over the next month or so. Set aside a day to do a marathon of films and make a video while you're doing it. Chronicle the experience, I guess. It's a pretty cool idea.
So you're not allowed to sleep?
No, it's not that strict now.
It's not 24 hours?
Well, it could be 24 hours. I mean, it doesn't have to...
16-hour marathon.
A 60-hour marathon, right? Well, fine. I'll sleep. Right, if I sleep 8, then I'll just do another 8 of film watching and make it up.
You could do what Arnold says. Just sleep faster. He recommends.
Yeah, as Arnold Schwarzenegger says, just sleep faster. That he recommends. I'll just get a time check now. So video I'm rendering at the minute. There you go, 1948, and we're about to watch The Hulk on our PlayStation 3.
The Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
Very important.
Okay.
The Hulk fans out there will know what I mean.
And yeah, so I'll be starting it now. Connie won't be joining me with this because she's working tomorrow anyway. A bit of a mishmash. I'll probably like watch a Blu-ray, watch a DVD. We're currently watching this illegally downloaded copy of The Hulk. The Incredible Hulk, but it's okay because I've pre-ordered it on Blu-ray, so I'm paying for the film anyway, so I don't feel too bad about it. And Connie doesn't care anyway, so we're going to be watching this. She gave me the shiftiest look then. Everyone does it.
I'm going down
So yeah, Incredible Hulk. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it's now 32 minutes past 10. Finished watching The Incredible Hulk, and I just had to go and do some things around the house. Hoovering, Connie did the dishes, I cleaned the bathroom, took the bins out. Gonna have a bath now, but I'm gonna take a film into the bathroom with me so I can make up some time and I'll watch a bit of a film while I'm in the bath.
What are you watching?
I don't know, I'll have to have a look at my DVDs. But before that, I forgot to mention that there are some fun guidelines for this movie marathon that Ryan set down. And the first one is to watch at least 2 films that are 3 hours or longer. So let's see if we can find a few. I've already decided, but just for the sake of this video, oh, I know. Avatar. This is the extended edition, which I believe is just around about 3 hours, so let's stick that in a pile. Cat food there, very glamorous. Another guideline he set down was foreign films, so I haven't watched Battle Royale yet. I'll stick that in the pile. And what else have we got? Another long film. I know. Das Boot. I have yet to watch this, and this is the director's cut, which is, ooh, let's have a look. 207 minutes. Wow, that's like 3.5 hours long. Okay, let's stick that one in the pile. Oh, another one I know I was going to pick. A flop. A film that was a flop. Land of the Lost. I know that this was just a flop. Pretty much critically, probably commercially as well. It stars Will Ferrell and Danny McBride, who are 2 of my favourite comic actors, so I actually picked this up a couple of days ago. It was really cheap, so I'll give that a look as well. A classic film that you've never seen before. So I'm going to watch To Kill a Mockingbird. Picked this up recently and I've yet to watch it. Well, we got a good stack there of classic films, and there was something else as well, I think. A film that you have no interest in watching, and tomorrow I'm probably going to go to the cinema just to, you know, change this up a bit and, you know, add a cinema trip to the whole experience. So on my way to the cinema I'm going to try and watch a film on the bus on my MP3 player. Tim Roth was awesome in Incredible Hulk, really enjoyed him, and I enjoyed it a lot actually. I saw the Ang Lee's version of the Hulk when it came out, and it was okay. I wasn't too impressed with it. I know most people hate it, but the Incredible Hulk was a lot better, and I'm actually quite gutted now that Edward Norton isn't in the Avengers. That's going to be a real shame. Okay, so I'm going to go and have a bath now, and I'm going to take in a film. So I'll just have a look and then I'll let you know. Okay, so I've narrowed down my selection of film to watch in the bath to 3 films, and I'm going to get Connie to decide and make it random. So Connie, all you need to know is there's 3 DVDs in front of me. Number 1, 2 and 3. So give me a number. 2. 2. Awesome. 3 completely different films, and I'm going to go with this one, The Hard Way, which is an awesome film. So. Okay, it is 23:54 and I'm carrying on watching, went in the bath and watched The Hard Way, or about half an hour of it, and I'm just continuing to watch it now. And it's awesome. Such a great film. The chemistry between Michael J. Fox and James Woods is just so funny. It's brilliant. I love it. So I'm probably just going to watch the rest of it now, sitting here. You know, the more I watch this, the more I just feel like it's probably one of my favourite films. James Woods is just so good in this film. Awesome. Also having a small pizza, even though it's really late, but I'm probably going to be staying up for a bit longer and watch maybe 1 or 2 more films before I go to sleep and continue tomorrow, so I guess eating now is not the worst thing in the world. Okay, so the hard way is finished and done. That's 2 films down, and it is 5 minutes to 1 in the morning on the 26th of April. I'm still feeling pretty awake, so I think I'm going to go ahead and crack on with Avatar for one of the 3-hour films. I've had a look on the back. The collector's extended cut is 170 minutes, so it's not quite 3 hours, but I'm going to count it anyway. And yeah, looking forward to seeing it. And I've got at least 4 more ready and waiting for me there in the stack.
I'm so tired, I haven't slept a wink. I'm so tired, my mind is on the blink. I wonder, should I get up and fix myself a drink? No.
Okay, so it is the day after. It's the next part of the epic 24-hour movie marathon. This is part 2. I've decided to cut it into 2 parts. So I had some sleep. I went to bed about 5 AM. I just had to get some sleep in. Shows how awake I am right now. I got up around 12, had to run up to the post office to pick up this, which is a movie-related package that I'll be making a separate video about. But I had to go get that from the post office, and now I'm going to go into Cardiff, and I'm going to be watching a film on my MP3 player as I get the bus into Cardiff. Then I'm going to go to Cineworld, see what's out, and then catch a film, come back, maybe watch the rest of that film on the bus on the way back, and then just carry on with it. And I think it will make it 24 hours if I carry on watching films to around 4 in the morning. Okay, an update now. I'm not going to be going to the cinema straight away because I checked the film times, and there's a film I want to watch and it's not on until 5 o'clock. So I'm going to stay home and watch a bit of this, To Kill a Mockingbird. So, well, not watch a bit of it, I'm going to watch all of it. So yeah, I hadn't officially watched this film yet. I bought it about a month ago, and it's a classic film that I've never watched before, so that's another one to tick off the list. And yeah, should be cool. Got a can of Dr. Pepper, and I'll probably make myself some toast or some cereal or something like that to fill me up with some energy for the rest of the day. Okay, so I just finished watching To Kill a Mockingbird, and it's just very quick thoughts because the bus is coming out. I'll go run and get it. But it's a film that I feel like kicking myself for not watching sooner. Amazing, absolutely loved it. Yeah, I'm going to try and get on the bus now, go to the cinema. I'll take my flip cam with me and film some stuff.
It's alright now. Is it alright now? Is it all?
So it's around 20 past 8, and I'm just going to Tesco to get some cat food, and just got back from seeing Marley, which is an awesome film, and I'll talk about it a bit more when I get home. Okay, I just got in. 9:15. Wait, that's wrong. It's just 9. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. That clock must be fast. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I just got back from the cinema. I knocked off a film on the way to the cinema, The Lady Vanishes by Alfred Hitchcock, on my MP3 player. Watched half an hour of it on the way to Cardiff. Watched another like 20 minutes of it waiting at the Cardiff bus office to get my money back from a change voucher. I then went to the cinema itself, and the film didn't start for 15 minutes, so I watched another 15 minutes, and then I watched the end of it on the way back, on the bus back. Then I stopped off at Tesco, and I was watching it while I was walking to Tesco, and I was watching it while I was walking around Tesco. Finally finished it on the way home, and it was an awesome film, The Lady Vanishes. Brilliant Alfred Hitchcock film, great mystery. And the film I went to see at the cinema was called Marley, and it was an extensive documentary about the life of Bob Marley, and it was just amazing, inspiring, and utterly depressing. Just the way he died and everything. I really knew very little about Bob Marley, so it was very interesting. You know, and I think maybe it was too long. It went into like too much detail. It was like 2.5 hours long. But yeah, Marley was a brilliantly made film. You know, the people who went to see it, there was only a few people in the cinema, and there was this one group of people, and they were really big, and you could hear them like doof, as they walked into the theatre, they came in and there was mainly old people there, and they were just talking throughout most of the film, just like rustling wrappers, cans pop and stuff. And there's a bit in the film where they're talking about Bob Marley's relationships, the fact that he cheated on his wife a lot, and it just cuts to a picture of him with a little title card that says Bob Marley fathered 11 children from 7 different relationships. And at that moment, you know, it was like a silent shot, and everyone was kind of, oh, fuck. Like there was this big reaction from everyone. There was only about 20 people in there. People like laughing. There's some funny moments and stuff, but it was a brilliantly made documentary and just harrowing at the end. And then even as I was leaving, they was playing one of his songs on the credits. There was a guy waiting to clean the cinema, and he kind of stood by the edges of the theatre, just watching the screen, just sort of bobbing up and down on the balls of his feet, kind of singing along. And there were people kind of nodding their head and singing along to it and stuff. I went to the toilet, and there was a guy peeing, just nodding his head and going, "Let's get together." I was just like, it was just this infectious kind of thing, even though there was only a few people in there. So it was pretty cool. It was a bit of a weird audience, you know, just like talking a lot. And there was one woman who was getting phone calls all the time, and she was just letting the phone ring for 2 minutes at a time. I was like, put it on silent, Jesus. And I've already been filming now for about 3.5 minutes, so it's a good thing I split this into 2 parts. I'm now going to attempt to watch, I believe, I don't know, what shall I watch? Let me think. Let me go into the room of requirement. I'll just watch static for the next 8 hours, or however long it is we've got left. So I'm going to go with this one. Get out of the way. Land of the Lost, a film that was a flop. I looked it up, and this film lost millions of dollars, and it was panned, so let's see how good it is. Shelby, I'd just like to take the time to thank you for ruining my bed. I mean, Lily already destroyed that side, but you know, you're really making a difference, so I guess I just want to really thank you. You're really helping out, okay? Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, just finished watching Land of the Lost, and I gotta say, contrary to what people say, it's one of the funniest films I've ever seen. Actually, and just the special effects were so good. But of course I'm joking, the special effects were okay. Not as bad as Connie was making them out to be. She just came in from work and was like, "That's so bad."
Well, I'm not in a good mood.
Well, she's not in a good mood, she says. But I did enjoy it a little bit because Will Ferrell was pretty funny in it. Danny McBride was funny in it. I love Danny McBride. The story was pretty bad, and you know, it seemed to just jump right into it straight away without much. I'm not going to go into a review and critique this film. It wasn't great, but I did enjoy it just because Danny McBride was in it. There's a really funny bit at the beginning where he was like wheeling? He was boating. I don't know. Danny McBride was. I don't know how to say it. Paddling. He was paddling a boat with Will Ferrell.
I was just thinking, like, what do you do? Wheeling, boating. What do you do when you want to move?
That's what I was thinking. Boating, yeah. So he was paddling this boat with Will Ferrell and the female lead of the film, Anna Friel, and they're going through this cave, and Danny McBride's like, "They say this cave's been here for 100 years, and it holds 1,000 secrets." Or has it been here for 1,000 years and holds 100 secrets? That in itself is another one of the secrets. He could say any line and make it funny, Danny McBride. But yeah, it wasn't amazing by any stretch of the imagination. I could see why it bombed, both critically and commercially. But you know, I don't feel too bad for spending £6 in it. And I'm going to roll on with the next one now, which I think will probably be Battle Royale, the foreign film.
Yes!
So, yes!
You're watching that now?
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. On an unrelated note, what I've been drinking throughout this challenge, well not throughout, but just something I tried, is Fentiman's Botanically Brewed Ginger Beer. Fermented botanical ginger drink with herbal extracts. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. So I switched over to the classic Tesco Sparkling pear and elderflower, and it is now 20 minutes past 12, so I've got to watch a foreign film, a 3-hour film, and my favourite film. If only my favourite film was 3 hours long, but it isn't. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete all the little objectives of this marathon, but we'll see what happens. I'll just crack on with Battle Royale now. Okay, so it is 4:45 in the morning. 5 o'clock is the finishing point. I did it. I watched, I can't even remember how many films I watched now. Let's go through the checklist. Oh god, I can't even think. A flop. Land of the Lost. Definitely a flop. A classic you've never seen before. To Kill a Mockingbird. A film you had no interest in seeing, 4 Rooms, which I just watched, and it was weird. I didn't really like it that much. Very strange film. A foreign film, Battle Royale. 2 180-minute films. Didn't quite get there. I watched the extended Avatar, the extended version of Avatar, but I didn't get to watch the second 3-hour film, unfortunately, and that's because going to see that Bob Marley documentary, which was like 2.5 hours long, going to the cinema, coming back, I wasted a lot of time there, and I had to go out and do other stuff at like 12 o'clock, around lunchtime. So, but it's been cool. It's been great. You know, it's been really cool. I wish I'd watched my favourite film as well, so I could have ticked off every little guideline of this thing. But it doesn't matter really. It's all in good fun. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been very rambling and weird and stuff. I also watched A Trip to the Moon, which is technically cheating. It's not really a film, it's a short film. But I recently watched Hugo, so I thought I'd give that a look, and it was on YouTube, so I checked that out. And it was brilliant, actually, just seeing how George Méliès made films. You know, it was made in 1902. Pretty much one of the first science fiction films, and just like the way he cuts things. There's a cool shot where these people have gone to the moon, and they're in this cave, and one guy pulls his umbrella out and he puts his umbrella down, and it turns into this big mushroom, just like a jump cut, but you don't even notice it because it's just it's weird. It's hard to explain. I'll do a full review of it at some point, but yeah, very cool. So let's have a look at the films. Incredible Hulk 1, The Hard Way 2, Avatar 3, To Kill a Mockingbird 4, The Lady Vanishes 5, Marley 6, Land of the Lost 7, Battle Royale 8, Trip to the Moon 9, and 4 Rooms 10. So there you go, 10 films in 24 hours. Good going. Again, I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get off my favourite film and another 3-hour film, but it's just too much. I've got to go to bed now and admit defeat on that one, I think. So, and finally, my final thought of this whole thing, just a big thank you to Ryan Chataway for not only being an awesome YouTuber, but for putting this thing together and just putting the idea out there. It's been really fun to participate. I hope people enjoy this video. Very cool. I hope to do it again someday and maybe get all the guidelines in there, because it was really bugged me that I didn't get to do that last 3-hour film and my favourite film. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. It's much needed sleep now.